Hi everyone, hope you are well. In this English lesson we will be exploring the world of retail and learning the English names of different types of shops and stores. In fact, you will learn 60 terms in this lesson. There are lots of differences between American and British English, which I will also share with you. As usual, I am posting the word list in the description below. Make sure to check it out and revise the vocabulary after the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's jump straight into our lesson. In American English, a building where goods are sold is called a store, while in British English, it is called a shop. However, this isn't a strict rule. Americans may use the term shop to describe a smaller store which sells a specific item. And this difference impacts the way that most of the stores are called in each region. A good example is the bookstore or bookshop. This is a retail unit which sells books. So in American English, we have a bookstore, all one word, or in British English, bookshop, again all one word. Some shops will have a specific name, like a butcher. A butcher is a specialized store which prepares and sells raw meat. Our next type of store bakes and prepares bread-based products. It's called a bakery. Let's move on, and our next store provides a service to cut men's hair. It's called a barbershop in American English, and in British English it's referred to as the barbers. And for women's hair, in American English the store is called a hair salon, and in British English it's called a hairdresser's. The next store we will look at is called a cafe, which offers beverages such as coffee and tea and perhaps some pastries. In British English, it might be referred to as a coffee shop, and in American English, it might be referred to as a coffee house. If you're looking for something sweet like confectionery, you should go to the candy shop. This is what it's called in American English. In British English, it's called a sweet shop. For any type of clothing, in America you would be looking for a clothing store. In British English, it's called a clothes shop. A smaller clothes shop or clothing store, which may provide a particular type of clothing or indeed is one which belongs to a specific designer, may be called a boutique. In most regions, the store where you buy your medicine is called a pharmacy. In lots of places in America, pharmacies are located within a drugstore which sells medicines and other products. In British English, a synonym of pharmacy is chemist, which is commonly used. Let's move on to some food stores, and our next store is called a delicatessen, or a deli for short. This is a shop which sells cooked meats, cheeses, and unusual or foreign prepared foods. And in lots of delis, especially in the US, you can pick up a pretty good sandwich. A store which sells only cheeses and specializes in cheeses is known as a cheesemonger. A monger is an old word for a tradesperson. Another type of monger which you may hear of is a fishmonger, and this is a person who trades in fish. A store which sells only fruits and vegetables is called a greengrocer's in British English and a produce store in American English. A general food store is known as a grocery store. And a bigger type of grocery store which sells food and almost everything else is called a supermarket. Supermarkets and lots of the stores discussed in today's video can be found in a shopping mall. This is American English and it's generally just referred to as the mall. In British English, it's referred to as a shopping centre, where you have lots of vendors or traders selling their items on a street. This is known as a street market. If the market is focused on farmers selling their own produce, it is referred to as a farmer's market. A store that sells tools and machinery and other durable equipment is known as a hardware store in American English and a hardware shop in British English. A store that sells flowers and bouquets and can arrange flowers for you is known as a florist. For newspapers and magazines, you would visit a newsstand in America. These are the small kiosks that can be found in major cities across the country. In British English, these shops are known as newsagents, and they sell just about everything. They may also be called a corner shop. If you're in need of a ring or necklace or any type of jewellery, you would visit the jewellery store in US English. In British English, this type of store would simply be called the jewellers. Note the difference in spelling. Jewellery and related words in British English has 2 L's, while in American English they only have 1 L. A store which sells alcoholic beverages is known as a liquor store in American English. In British English, it is known as an off-license. If you partake in sports, fitness and exercise, you would look for a sports store in American English, or it may be referred to as a sporting goods store. In British English, it would be referred to as a sports shop. Our next type of shop is commonly found in tourist areas in major cities, a gift shop. These are typically full of trinkets and memorabilia for you to purchase for a loved one. Like the term gift shop, most shops and stores are simply referred to by what they sell. Let's take a look at some other examples. So a store which sells pet-related products would be called a pet store or pet shop. Next up we have shoe store or shoe shop. Or how about electronic store or electronic shop? Toy store, toy shop. Let's try a few more. Furniture store or furniture shop. How about art store or art shop? Some stores will only sell one item, like a piano store or a piano shop. And that brings us to the end of this English lesson on shops and stores and their names in English. If you're like me and have a passion for the English language and want to learn lots more English vocabulary, you should head over to my YouTube channel, Learning English Pro, where you'll find a huge range of English lessons. And if you can't find what you're looking for, let me know in the comments and I'll do my very best to make a video especially for you. Why not try some of the video suggestions which are on screen right now and are chosen with you in mind. Also, you'll find the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel, so make sure to hit that to stay updated on all my latest English lessons. That just leaves me to say I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember, keep learning English like a pro.